Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Kenya with BK Trading Academy. And in this video, we're going to be talking about the outlook of yen and how that is impacting yen pairs right now. We also need to discuss some other fundamentals. So I'm going to go through a few pairs that include the yen because I know you guys are looking at them and you might be in some trades right now. And we are going to discuss what the probabilities are. First, we need to highlight the fundamentals. So right now, US is faced with a very important decision to raise its debt ceiling. And that decision could come at any moment. That is really important if you are trading any pairs with USD, because at any moment we could see any currencies with USD shoot drastically up or down. And of course, that could affect our trading account, both positively and negatively. So I really feel that during this time, it's really important to have a hard stop loss, or if you're not using a hard stop, make sure you're not using position sizes that could cause you to lose your account if the worst could happen. You have to be really, really smart. And remember, risk management is our number one priority. So when it comes to the yen, we haven't seen any changes in their policy right now, but I do think that some tweaks are going to come soon. We don't know when, but I do know that their leaders are saying that they could possibly start to make some changes soon. And if that happens, then we could see the yen start to gain some strength. What you need to know right now is that when you're looking at technical analysis, a lot of your technical analysis and strategies that you typically use may not work right now. And that's because fundamentals are overpowering technicals. And let me just show you an example of this. We're going to go to CHFJPY. I actually just put out an idea on TradingView about this very recently. And I mentioned that it's very risky, but here's what you can look forward to. So as you can see on the monthly time frame, price is in a bullish trend. We're in a bullish trend on the monthly, the weekly, and also the daily. So if we have a very strong bullish impulse on all the higher time frames and we decide to short, for example, on the lower time frame, we are going against the overall dominant trend right now. So you can see right now price is trading at 154.20, okay, and it recently just broke our previous monthly high at 153.14. And I'm sure that a lot of traders had their eye on this level. Now, look at this. If we go out to the left and we just kind of look further, look how long price has not been this high, you guys. But also look at this. So look at when we were here. Look how much the price continued to basically skyrocket. Okay, we had some minor pullbacks, but it continued upward. And then we saw a nice little drop here. That was when we started to see a possible slight change in the yen. And then we started to see it climb again. So the yen has been the second worst performing currency right now this year. And it's really because they've made no changes in their interest rates, okay? So look at this. The last time that price was in this area where price is now was back in 1979. This is actually one of our strategies, a supply and demand strategy that we trade. But guys, that's not going to work right now. And the reason why we know that is because of what's going on with fundamentals. So when looking at setups like this, you need to be mindful of this. Of course, you can look at the turning point. So even if we go out left, and I even have alerts up here, you can see them if you can see them, but I have an alert here. But another thing is that it's hard to pinpoint because look, this is our highest swing. This is our highest swing high where the price finally rejected to the downside. Before that, our area was right here. Okay, and price continued to the upside. So when looking left and looking at what happened years ago, we don't have any type of indication that tells us the price may turn around. So we're going to have to look for some type of bearish confirmation on the lower time frame. But I think what will happen right now with a lot of yen pairs is that we're going to see very, very minor corrections. We're not going to see probably any deep retracements until something fundamentally happens. So knowing that, I would say that it's very risky to short yen pairs right now. Okay, so when you have currencies that are the base and it's against the yen, you don't want to be shorting the yen right now because it's not strong. It's very weak. So in this case, we will see very minor corrections. And when I say minor, I'm talking about something like this. Look how long the price was going up. And then we finally got just a little minor correction. We got a deeper correction here. We never know when that's going to come though. So it's very, very risky. So as you can see, technically speaking, this was our previous high on CHFJPY. If we go out to the daily, what you will notice here is that we recently had a high, and you might have saw this where we said, I just might have a double top coming together. Did any of you say that to yourself? I'm sure you possibly did, right? And we also saw that we had wick rejection right at this level here. So let's just check that price. So that price where we had a wick was at 153.92. We'll just round it out and say 154, okay? And now we see that the price is at 154.22. So another thing that we do need to keep in mind, and we know that this is common, especially in the industry that we trade, is that there is smart money. And we know that market makers have the power to collect all the stops above here because it's a very obvious level. So this doesn't surprise me that the level has been broken. Would I have cut my stop? It just all depends what your approach is. If you've worked out your risk management approach to where, you say, I'm going to trade this between this level here to the next 100 pips or so, or you might be long on the pair right now. It just depends on your strategy and how you're approaching this, but you always want to have a risk management plan and know where you're going to cut your losses. Now, what I saw here was that, yes, we had a rejection at the level. Look how the market fell to the downside, came back, and then we had a breakdown. Look how the candles got smaller after rising to the top. And then I started to see some wick rejection. So I thought possibly that the price would fall from this level. Also, if we move further down, we will look for any type of bearish confirmation, right? So you probably saw a wick rejection at the area, and then we started to see the price break down. But of course, we staggered right here. Look, we had previous resistance turn support, and then we saw a bullish breakout, and that price has gone to the upside. So you can see now we're getting a little wick there. We also have a tail here and a possible pin bar maybe, but it's still too early to tell. So again, shorting is going to be really, really risky. Also, too, when I see these type of setups, I am not interested in buying really, really high. So what I recommend, or what I'm going to be doing, is I'm going to continue to have a long bias until I see that the yen starts to make some changes with their interest rates possibly, but I want to buy from a nice area of support. I don't want to buy so high. Like, for example, I'm not looking to buy from here. That's just me personally. I think what I will do is wait for when the price comes back down, maybe a couple hundred pips or so. Like, for example, you can see that this area, even this area is attractive. This could be an area that becomes future support, for example. It was previous resistance. And I'm looking for areas where the price made a nice turning point, at least a couple hundred pips or so. I'm not looking to trade minor levels where the price moved about, 20, 40 pips or so and then continued. I'm not looking for that. I really want to increase my probabilities. And so in order to do that, I need to trade from strong levels where the price is most likely to provide a turning point and move a very nice amount of pips from that zone. So if we get a move here, for example, we get a retracement back into this level, then that would be a nice opportunity for a buy to me. And then I'd take it probably back to about here, 153.26. So let's just count how many pips that is from here, which is going to be a lot. So this is about, not bad, about 300 pips, okay? So 300 pips to the downside falling into a major reversal zone, that would be an attractive area to trade. So what I would do is simply just look at this, and it's really all about where you feel you're getting the best deal. There's no right or wrong in trading. Everyone's technical analysis and fundamental view is completely different. But what you want to make sure you do all the time is that you're executing according to consistent rules, and you want to journal those rules and make sure you're effective with them. So for example, a lot of you know that we trade the price action channel strategy. If this is my channel on the daily and I have a long bias, I'm going to wait for the price to come back to an area of opportunity, right? That makes sense for the strategy that I trade. And as you can see, I could take it here. So this is the first area I could monitor, or I could say to myself, you know what? I would like to see the price come back to about somewhere right here where we're still within the channel, right? So we could see something like this where we see the price give us a retracement back into that area there, and then we see growth to the upside, okay? So I'm gonna be waiting for long opportunities from a nice area of previous resistance / support, and I'm not really interested in shorting, maybe unless we saw some really good bearish confirmation on the lower time frame, like the 4-hour. For example, I have nice strong wick rejection, I have a Bollinger Band confirmation, something like that, and then I'd probably take it for, I don't know, I'd have to come back and reevaluate. But this is my outlook and sharing of yen right now. Wanted to give you an example with CHF JPY, USD JPY, same outlook, guys. I would approach it the same exact way that I'm going through CHF JPY. If you trade GBP JPY, Same thing, pay attention to the fundamentals. Most likely you're going to see these pairs rise until we see some type of policy tweak with the yen. So I hope that you found this helpful. If you are a new or struggling trader, I want to encourage you to check out the information in the description of our video. We have a lot of helpful resources, great community, and an awesome program to assist you guys. I hope that you found value in this video and that it helps you. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to smash that like button, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next training video.